cost. Scott?
All right, Nicole, thanks. Today, a protest is planned at the Indiana State House, a show of support for State School Superintendent Glenda Ritz, and a protest of a proposal that could take away much of her power. That rally is set for 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've got our education reporter, Rich Van Wyk, who joins us now live from the State House to explain more on this battle. Rich?
Scott, this afternoon we expect to see hundreds of teachers, other educators, and parents. They are here to put pressure on lawmakers who they say are getting behind bills that amount to an all-out assault on public education. While the bill that would affect the state superintendent of education is getting the most attention, there's a number of other ones out there. They say these bills are targeting the authority and money for local schools. There's the governor's proposed budget, which gives public schools a modest increase, but a lot more money to charter schools. Another bill would exempt private schools getting tax-funded vouchers from having to take I-STEP exams. The biggest concern, though, is over that legislation that would vastly diminish the authority of the superintendent of public instruction. It would remove her from chairperson of the panel. Glenda Ritz has that spot right now in chairing the Indiana Department of Education. This legislation would allow board members to elect their own chair. That has raised the ire of teachers, unions, parents, and Indiana's coalition of public education.
You have one elected person elected by the people, and if we diminish the powers of that person for a body that's appointed politically, not good public policy.
Disenfranchising voters?
Absolutely disenfranchising voters. And that's why 1.3 million voters who voted for the state superintendent are upset. They voted under one set of rules, and now the rules want to be changed.
Teachers are incredibly upset about this. They lit up social media just a couple of weeks ago with an I Stand with Ritz campaign. It'll be interesting to see how many can come today. This is all, after all, President's Day. Schools are typically closed, but a lot of schools decided to reopen because of snow days to make up those days. There's also the weather to consider. Whatever happens here today, we'll be on it. We'll tell you about it tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock. Reporting live, Rich Van Wyk, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Rich, thanks. We'll see you tonight. Public schools across Indiana could get more money. House Speaker Brian Bosma says lawmakers are now proposing an even bigger increase than Governor Mike Pence proposed last month. Some of those dollars would be directed at the fastest growing suburban school districts. Bosma also wants more money for school building projects since interest rates are so low right now. Well, one of the big issues facing Indiana children today is teen suicide. Turns out that Indiana has the highest rate in the nation of teens who have considered suicide over the past year. This is according to the 2015 Kids Count report released today by the Indiana Youth Institute. Indiana has also the second highest rate in the nation of teenagers who have actually attempted suicide. Indiana ranks 42nd in the nation for the student-to-school counselor ratio. The Kids Count report showing the ratio is 1 per 535 students. Those counselors say most of the time they spend with students is not to get kids ready for college or the workforce.